Guys, welcome to a very special episode of Dude, I Love or Hate My New Ride, because here right now, it's actually my dream truck. This is a 2009 Hummer H3T truck with a V8 engine, and Jay was kind enough to bring it by to show it to us. It's got a lot of mods. So Jay, can you help me find out everything there is to know about this truck? You know, when did you get it? Why did you get it?
I got this in 2017. This is actually my second one because when they first came out in 2009, I had to buy one. I just got back from Iraq. I had to buy something.
Right. So it was kind of matched like the style you wanted, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So tell me, I mean, how hard was it to find one? Because as far as I understand, this is kind of a unicorn truck because it's got also the V8 Alpha package, right?
Yep, and off-road, so it's got the front and rear lockers and the 41T case. In 2009, they made 2,400 of these. I know that for a fact. Altogether, they came out to 3,500 throughout the 2 years they were made.
Right. Okay, I finally got this truck to myself. You know what might happen? I may just go home and I'm not gonna tell Jay. I've been looking for one for several years online and they're very hard to find. And this is also a truck that a lot of you guys want manufacturers to build right now. It's a V8 powered midsize pickup truck. Right now there's no such thing on the market. You get the V8 Rumble, but you get a slightly smaller truck. Let's see. You know what it reminds me of? It actually reminds me of my H2 that I have, because the sound is similar. Can you hear that? I know it's not the same engine, but the V8 Rumble is very similar, and it doesn't jump off the line. It just kind of builds power gradually. How did you find it? Tell me about that.
I was on one of my Hummer forums that I usually check out, see how it's going over there. A member wanted to buy this. It was in Oregon. He couldn't reach it, so I got in contact with dealership. A 1,400-mile drive later, she was in my driveway.
So did you fly out there
Nope.
and then bring it home? Oh,
I had to drive my truck up there,
okay,
sell it to them, and then come back down. So altogether,
okay,
2,800 miles.
And tell me what you modified, customized, etc., or how it came.
I did most of the work that's already on it. It's an ARB bumper with an 8,000-pound winch in it, rigid industry lights, ambers, fogs, things of that nature. The horn tire underneath has got the GM undercarriage protection, rocky road sliders.
So then you added the lights, right?
Yep, these are just hooked up to the factory harness, so they come on with no big deal with the rest of the truck.
Okay.
And all the other lights, they got their own individual switches. These guys right here and the ones on the outers, those are ambers, and then obviously a big, bright 40-inch light bar in the front.
Okay. Tell me about the snorkel. That wasn't on it, or was it?
Nope, it was not on it. It's just a standard snorkel. Got to drill through the fender. Got to hurt it a little bit to make it better.
Guys, it's fully functional. You could hear the suction. But you know what? I can kind of hear the suction of the engine through the snorkel system, and I can hear the exhaust. It's a great kind of a visceral experience. And having 2 lockers and 4 low, and you know, just that built-in off-road capability is really great. I'm really glad that Jay put all the extra instrumentation in here. I can see the transmission temperature as well. I can see the air pressure in the tanks. I mean, Jay is a military mechanic and he knows how to take care of vehicles.
Can you lift it with a helicopter right here? Is that possible?
No, absolutely
Okay,
not.
I'm just kidding, I'm sorry. So, normally these would be like a straight 5, right?
Yes, a 3.7.
Right, but this is not it.
No, this is the 5.3 V8, of course. It's very tight in there at times. But it's definitely a much improvement because I had the base model on my first truck.
Yeah.
And that one was a dog. This one, you know, she'll get up and go and take care of business.
What's the transmission behind this?
4L80 or 4L60, I believe. Yes.
4-speed automatic.
Yep.
Right. So how much power? I mean, stock is about 300-ish, right?
To the flywheel,
Yeah.
with 6,000 pounds, all-wheel drive. She's not a speed demon, but she takes care of business.
Have you tried towing anything with it or loading it heavy or no?
5,000 pounds when I PCS from Fort Hood to Carson.
Okay.
No big deal.
Okay, because that's kind of why, if I was gonna buy a truck like this, which I want to, are you selling?
No.
Okay, if I could find a truck similar to this, I would want the V8 because I have a boat.
Yeah.
So for me to tow the boat, this would be perfect. Especially when I talked to some GM engineers who built it, they said that it could tow actually heavier than it may have stated originally.
Yeah, I believe
So-
it. The truck says 5,000 pounds. I haven't had a need to go over that, but I know definitely do 5,000 all day.
All right, so what else do you have? Is this air hose?
Yes, that's air hose. In the back, there's two 100% duty air compressors with a 2.5 gallon air tank. And
Okay.
the hose is already hardlined, so you just grab it and do what you gotta do with it. I don't know how long she's gonna do since she's leaking.
Right? How cool is this? You can even change a tire pretty quickly.
Of course.
Nice.
Yeah, that's full on NASCAR pit stop.
Even while it's leaking, it's still taking care of business. So this is a Pioneer recovery axe system. So you have the tool right here. And it comes with all types of accessories you need to get yourself out of trouble. From a shovel to a pick, to everything else in between. The number right here was meant to signify what vehicle it belonged on, probably a Humvee or LMTV that was named Bravo 16. So that's where this whole entire tool system came from. That's why it's written all over the place. I'm pretty sure you can go to like military surplus stores.
Okay, gotcha.
So what it is on the Humvees, right? Underneath of it, there's a rack to it. So you have a shovel, you have the axe, and then you have all these. And when you need it, you just drop the whole entire system and pick and pull what you need,
Okay,
depending on the situation.
I got you. So you cannot go to your AutoZone and get this.
No, you cannot.
This truck also combines some of the stock looks and features and appearance with a lot of custom touches. Like right here, the tailgate. I want to find out more about it. So this was stock factory when you got it with a tonneau cover, correct?
That's it.
All right, so now what did you do?
So GM had the snug top that looked like it was like the Humvee style.
Yeah, like a little
the
angle.
slant back.
Yeah, slant,
exactly.
yes.
So you can't find many of those nowadays. And GM had a prototype where they made a skeleton, something like this.
Kind of like a roll cage.
Exactly,
Okay.
but you would be able to use the factory roof bars to connect them and put more things back here on top.
Okay.
I've always loved that look and got with a guy in town that can make this for me. He took care of this for me, and he took care of the tire rack system I got
So
back
this was
here.
kind of custom built?
Yep.
Just for this?
I just gave him some pictures, I gave him the truck, and he made it happen.
Well, this is very nice, custom touch. Can you show me how the tailgate works here?
All right. Nothing fancy. Take those guys right out.
That's neat. And you have a full bed, almost usable still.
Still, yep, absolutely. Came with a 5-foot bed. For the most part, I can still use all 5 feet of it if I have to.
Yeah, I mean, you got a couple of toolboxes, but, you know, no big deal. Talk to me about kind of your day-to-day fuel efficiency. How's it doing?
With 25 gallons, it gets me about close to 300 miles,
Okay.
which comes out to 13 on the street. If I'm on the highway, it gets me about 17.
Tell me about the roof rack, dude.
So the roof rack, I wanted something to hold my tracks up there. A lot of stuff out there is too expensive because they don't make this truck anymore. So I went to the junkyard, found a mid-2000 Nissan Xterra,
Okay.
played with the Sawzall, and kind of made that.
And it kind of matches the theme. I like that.
It tricks the eye to think that it's actually factory.
Very cool. And you got your Max tracks up here.
Yep.
And I see, since I'm up there, you have a sunroof. So this was a fairly well-optioned truck. I mean, it almost had everything, right?
I want to say it had everything actually, because it's got the roof marker lights, leather heated power seats on the front driver. So this truck has everything, and it's just perfect. I love everything about it. And even after all these years, it's still holding up. You know, they're showing some age, but you know, they're so nice and comfortable.
How many miles do you have on this?
64,000 miles on it. I bought it with 49,000, and I am the third owner on this vehicle. At this point, I feel I've done everything I could to it, but I'm pretty sure in a week or so, something from Amazon's gonna come by and I'll have to throw it on the truck.
Well, you can also look in the comments section of this video.
Definitely.
And people might say, oh, you need a lift.
Oh.
You need to put 37s on there.
And the funny part is, Rancho and another company were the only ones that made lift kits for this. So when you find lift kits on eBay, they're going for $4,000.
Wow, that's
And
insane.
My
Okay.
last truck had a lift kit with 35-inch tires. I'm happy with this as it's a daily vehicle.
Which is also fun, right? Yeah.
Absolutely, it's got a little bit of pep into it. And anytime I go up to the mountains, I know she'll take care of me. I never had to use the lockers on it, but they're there if I ever need them.
I heard these are expensive. How was the price on this when you were looking for it?
It was exactly what I wanted. I always said to myself I was going to get another one. I had three things I wanted: less than 50,000 miles, less than 30,000, and it had to be fully loaded. And this truck just checked every single box, and I had to get it. Had to.
So guys, there you have it. Guys, go back to tfltruck.com for more news, views, and real-world reviews. And if Jay is okay with this, I want to set this up where I can meet him somewhere off-road. I'll bring the Gladiator Rubicon,
Yes.
and you'll bring this.
Definitely, definitely, we have to.
So we'll try for that. And guys, go back to the website, obviously, for all the latest news.